Welcome to our last game of the night. In 3A softball, we have the Union Cougars and the Brown County Red Devils. First for the Union Cougars is Zoe Thompson. She plays left field. Paige Shumway with the first strike of the game. Shumway's pitched 2 straight games. This will be her third. And that is a ball. Ball 1. Thompson is a junior for the Cougars. So this game, loser will go home. Winner will play in the morning, I guess tomorrow at 12:30. And there's strike 2 on Thompson. The other game going on right now is North Sanpete and Canyon View in 3A. And in 2A we have Gunnison and Kanab. And Millard and South Sevier. And Paige Shumway records her first strikeout of the game. And out number 1.
Out batting, playing center field, number 4.
That brings Brooklyn Horick to the plate. She's number 8. Sorry, she's number 4, batting center field. And that's a strike 1. Brooklyn and Zoe, a slap hitter. Brooklyn is a senior. And strike 2 for Shumway. They just finished their last game about 30 minutes ago. That one is a ball. 1 and 2. And here comes the pitch from Shumway. That one is fouled off as Horick stays alive, and we want to thank our sponsors for bringing us this late night game. Intermountain Power Service, Central Valley Medical Center, Nephi Sunrise Engineering, Sanpete Steel Moroni, Beaver Valley Hospital, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Beaver Medical Clinic, Jones and DeMille Engineering, and Town and Country Mortgage in Nephi. And that is a inside high, ball 2. Union, the 11 seed, Grand, the 9. Both teams played very well this state tournament. Great play by the second baseman. Trinity Bryant, as she is able to get the speedy Horick out.
Now batting, playing shortstop, number 23, Jaden Yazzie.
And that will bring up the shortstop, Jaden Yazzie. And swing and a miss for strike 1. Shumway, very impressive pitching, 14 innings so far. And foul ball, strike 2. And here's Shumway facing Yazzie. Yazzie is a junior, batting .456. 36 RBIs on the year, but Shumway sits her down. That's a 1-2-3, and we will see Grand up to bat right after this.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
JN Auto loves our customers and our community, so we have sanitized our entire inventory. Mold, germs, and yes, coronavirus are eradicated. Our all-natural treatment is safe for you, your pets, and anyone you take along in your new ride. After 6 months, stop by and we can get you rolling germ-free again. Treatments are offered in a single application or a 1, 3, or 5-year contract. Stop by your local Jane Auto location to learn more about our sanitizing options.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. It is the Union Cougars versus Grand County, and Grand was able to sit down 1, 2, 3 batters for Union. And Union will have number 1, Allie Earl, pitching. They will have number 10, Parker Laverin, catching. At first base, London Lamb. At second base, Bailey Thompson. At third base, Charlie Price. At shortstop, Jaden Yazzie. Out in left, Zoe Thompson. Brooklyn Horick in center. And Kylie Crapo in right. For Grand County, they will start with Paige Shumway leading them off. 4 for 5 with an intentional walk. In the last game, she had 3 doubles and a single, so just bats on fire for Shumway. And she will bat first, Hallie Packard second, and Lexi Carroll will bat third. And Union had an impressive game against Emory to knock them out. Emory barely lost to South Summit in the game, so we are ready for this bottom of 1 as Shumway comes to the plate. Shumway recorded 15 strikeouts in the first game of the day, falling to Carbon 1-0. That one high, ball 1. And there's a high fly ball out of play, strike 1. And in the game against Morgan, nine strikeouts for Shumway. Count is 1-1, no outs. That one high fly ball. That one's out of play. Strike 2. Allie Earl doing a good job in the circle for the Cougars. One and 2 the count. That one's going to be a base hit for Shumway as she rips it out to right field, and she will find herself on base. And Paige Shumway continues her batting streak.
Now batting, playing right field, number 4.
And that will bring up number 4, Hallie Packard. She is a right fielder for the Red Devils. And just looking for a few more balls as they've lost quite a few. And we are ready to go as Packard comes to the plate. Shumway on first. Shumway, a very aggressive base runner. She will keep the Cougars on their toes. There shows a bunt and pulls back. So ball 1 to Packard. So North San Pete down 5-3 to Canyon View. There's a bunt, and that one just foul, strike 1. Count is 1-1 to Packer. And here comes the pitch. There's another bunt. That one foul. Strike 2. Packard will have to protect as the count is 1-2. Trying to advance Shumway to second. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. Earl comes to the mound. Here's the pitch. That one swung on foul. And Labrum doing a good job behind the plate, keeping Shumway at first. And here's the pitch. Swan foul back. Quality at bat for Packard. She's battling. Here's the pitch from Earl. Now it's a little off-speed pitch, and she pops it up, and it's going to fall in a hole. No one at second. And Packard will reach on an error. And Shumway will advance to second. And that will bring up Lexi Carroll, who
Lexi Carroll.
In the last game had a home run. She's a left-handed catcher for the Red Devils. And here comes the pitch. That one caught the outside corner. Strike 1. And here's Earl. That one just outside and high. Ball 1. So runners on first and second for the Devils. There's a pitch outside. And they're going to try to get Shumway, who nearly got caught, but makes it safely back. 3-1 the count to Carroll. And she takes that shot down the left field line, but it's foul. So full count for Carroll. Earl doing a good job battling back. Carroll looking to score her teammates as Shumway sits on second and Packard on first. And Earl fixing her pants and socks. And here's the pitch. That one swing, foul ball. So Carroll stays alive at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That one is outside, so that will load up the count. Now it is full as Carroll battling. And here's the pitch. That one swung on. It finds a hole. Shumway will score. And Grand County on the boards first as Carroll finds the green. And Packer goes to second. Now it brings up Lainey Bohannon, who had 2 home runs the last game. Big home runs, and Lainey plays center field for the Red Devils.
Center field, number 24, Lainey Bohannon.
Here comes the pitch. That one looked good, but must be a little low. Ball 1. Hey, here's the pitch. That one swung on hard. Ripped foul. Strike 1. Here's a pitch from Earl. That one in the dirt, and runners will advance. Packard to third and Carroll to second. And the count is 2-1, no outs for the Cougars. At this point, you just got to forget about the runners and take care of the batter and get her out. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, hit hard to the second baseman, and she will be safe at first on the error, and Packard will score, so Grand County goes ahead 2-0. And Bohannon will be safe at first. And that will bring up the left fielder, Portia Mitchell.
Number 21, Pearl Mitchell.
And here's Earl's pitch. That one's low. That was strike 1. Great, good spot by Earl. I called it too early. That's a high, ball 1. One and one's the count. And here's the pitch. That one swung on. Great play by the second baseman as she gets the first out of the inning for the Cougars, and that is number 5, Bailey Thompson with the catch.
Playing second base, number 3, Trinity Bryant.
And that will bring Trinity Bryant, the second baseman, to the line. And here's the pitch from Earl. And that's a swing and a miss, and they will advance Bohannon to second. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Cougars, or for the Red Devils. And Earl trying to get herself out of this inning. And here's the pitch. That one fouled off, so strike 2. 0-2 the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch, strike 3. Earl gets her, trying to, and out number 2. And Parker Laburn has an arm on her as she quickly gets that ball down to third, checking the runner, who is Lexi Carroll. We got Raya Wren up to bat. She plays shortstop. That one inside, ball 1. here's the pitch from Earl. That one high. Ball 2. So the winner of this game will advance tomorrow and play the loser of Manti and Grantsville. And then the winner of Canyon View and North San Pete will face the loser of Carbon and South Summit. And here's the pitch. So ball 4, and Wren finds herself on first base. And that brings up number 10, Hope Shumway, the third baseman.
Playing third base, number 10, Hope Shumway.
And here's the pitch from Earl. And swing and a miss. Strike 1 with bases loaded for Hope Shumway. This would be a big hit if she could find some green, score 1, possibly 2. Here's the pitch. That one inside. Ball 1. And here's the pitch to Shumway. That one swing and hits it foul. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. So runners on second and third. Count is 1-2 to Shumway. Earl trying to get herself out of this inning. It is still just the bottom of the first. That one swung high. That one's foul. And Shumway stays alive. So tomorrow, another full day of 2A and 3A softball and as well as 2A and 3A baseball. So follow along and check out your favorite teams. Here's Earl's delivery. And Shumway finds green. She's going to score 2. Here comes third. And Shumway with the big hit gives Grand County a 4-0 lead. Big, big bat. And that will bring up number 20, Camry Wells, the designated player.
Designated player, 20, Camry Wells.
Wells had a great at showing the last game. 2 down for the Cougars. That one swing and a miss, strike 1. And here's the pitch. Strike 2. Got her looking. Camry will have to protect. We'll see what Earl throws her. And here's the pitch. And she hits it to the second baseman, fills it clean. Does she get out? She does, and that will end the inning, but not without Grand doing some damage. It is 4-0 Devils. We'll be back with top of the second.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care. In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
Maybe he landed here totally by coincidence. But if by chance he's admiring your fresh coat of Benjamin Moore soft sky blue, well, that's a pretty high compliment. Coming from an expert.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. We are in the top of the second inning. That brings up number 17, Kylie Crapo. High ball one by Shumway. And here's the pitch by Shumway. And that will be a called strike one. Just waiting for a car to pull out with a, doesn't blind any players. This is 17, Kylie Crapo. She's just a freshman. 13 RBIs on the season. That is a called strike two. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Excuse me, that was just strike two. So 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on to right field, and that one is caught by Haley Packard for the first out of the inning. That will bring up number 7, London Lamb, who's the first baseman.
London Lamb.
Here's the pitch. High, ball one. And here's the pitch. That one is ball two. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch, swung on, and a hard hit ball past the third baseman, and London Lamb will find herself on base. She's a junior. That brings up the second baseman, Bailey Thompson. Thompson is a junior. And here's the pitch. There's a bunt, pretty bunt laid down, and Shumway unable to handle it. And there's Paige there to back her up. But great bunt by Thompson. She finds herself on first base and advances the runner. That brings up the catcher, Parker Leyburn, number 10.
Doing the catching, number 10, Parker Leyburn.
Here's the pitch by Shumway. And that's a bunt, and it looks like the officials are going to come out and going to discuss it. You know, they're talking about a foul ball, or it came off pretty quick, but looks like regardless strike, but the runners will advance. And here's Shumway. That ball swung on, but out of play, so strike two to Labrum. And here's Shumway. That one in the dirt. Runners do not advance. Quick job by Carroll to pick up that ball for a ball. Okay, and here's Shumway. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Runners in scoring position. That one swung on, miss. That's a strikeout for Shumway. Great squeeze by Carroll. And that is out number 2. And that brings up the pitcher, Allie Earl.
How about him doing the pitching, number 1, Allie Earl.
And here's the pitch by Shumway. Strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. 0-2 the count. Shumway looking to get herself out of this inning after a base hit and an error. That one outside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. On high, ball 2. 2-2 the count. And here's the pitch by Shumway. That one popped up. That one out of play. Earl doing a good job staying alive at the plate. Shumway throwing her pitches to hit. And here's the pitch, fouled off. So Shumway, 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Earl at the plate. Good at bat by Earl. She fouls that one off again. And here's Shumway back on the mound. Earl at the plate. Fouled again. 3 straight foul balls by Earl to stay alive. She's right on Shumway. She's ready for a hit. Earl steps out of the box. She steps in again. And here's the pitch. That one's hit to the second baseman. She bobbles it, but able to throw it over to first for the third out of the inning. And Grand County escapes with not allowing any runs, and we'll be back for bottom of 2.
Jones and DeMille Engineering is more than a civil engineering firm. They're shaping new opportunities for work and play, shaping the landscape in the rural Intermountain West, and shaping the communities that they're proud to be a part of. Their offices in Richfield, Manti, Price, St. George, Monticello, Springville, Roosevelt, and Tooele provide civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Welcome back to 3A softball action on Centricom Channel 10. We want to thank our sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Sunrise Engineering, San Pete Steel in Moroni, Beaver Valley Hospital, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Beaver Medical Clinic, Jones and DeMille Engineering, and Town and Country Home Mortgage in Nephi. We are in the bottom of the second inning. Grand is ahead 4-0. And we will be back up to the first of the batting order with Paige Shumway, who
for the bat in the bottom of the second inning for Grand County Red
had a
Devils.
single in the first.
Is the pitcher number 11, Paige Shumway.
Earl still pitching in the circle for Union. Shumway pops that one up. Oh, and the catcher unfortunately misses it. And Shumway will get another chance. And this is the last game of the night as we were delayed a few hours because of the water on the fields. And the first game tomorrow will be at 10 a.m. and that is the quarterfinals. Ball high to Shumway. 1-1 is the count. That ball is outside. Ball 2. Shumway hit a single in the first. And here's the pitch. That one high and outside, ball 3. 3-1. And here comes the pitch. That one swung on hard. She's going to find some grass. That's going to go to the fence. And that will be a stand-up double for Shumway as she continues to light it up on the bats. And that will bring Hallie Packard to the plate. And Packard reached on an error and then scored in the first inning.
Right field, number 4, Haley Packard.
And here's the pitch. And that bunt will be foul. Strike 1. Packer steps into the plate. That one high, ball 1. 1-1 the count. And here's the pitch. That one swung on by Packer, foul, so 1-2 the count. Shumway at second. These teams luckily will not have to play until 12:30 tomorrow. And there's a foul ball hit down the right field line. I've been able to watch Grand. They've played twice now, and I think Union has played twice as well. Oh no, they've only played one game today. Packer doing an excellent job staying alive. Been a long day for these teams as they've had to wait out delays and then battle their way back through the losers bracket. That ball hit. Oh, and what a great play by the first baseman, but then an errant throw to third, scores Shumway, so now 5-0 is Grand's lead. And that will bring up the catcher, Lexi Carroll. Okay, here's the pitch. Swung on, and she's going to find some grass. That will be a single for Carroll. As the center fielder makes a good play and gets it into second. And that will bring up Lainey Bohannon, who reached on an error.
Playing center field, Lainey Bohannon, number 24.
And then scored in the first inning. And there's a hard swing, foul, out of play. For strike 1. And here's the pitch. That one an off speed. It will be hit to right field. And there's another home run for Lainey Bohannon. That's 3 in the last 2 games. So that will give Grand a 7-0.
She gave a gift certificate for a hot dog home run.
7-0 Grand lead. And we are still in the bottom of the second inning, no outs. And we are still in the bottom of the second inning, and that brings up Portia Mitchell. And she flew out to the second baseman, her first time at bat, and calls strike 1 with a foul.
Mitchell plays left field number 21.
And Portia Mitchell, a left fielder for Grand. And here's the pitch. Strike 2, swing and a miss. So Mitchell will have to protect, or she will go down in a strikeout. And she hits it to the second baseman who fields it cleanly for the second out of the inning. That brings up Trinity Bryant, who struck out in the first, looking to find her first base of the day.
Trinity Bryant.
Bryant, the second baseman. That pitch called strike one, finds that inside corner. That one hits Bryant, and she will get a free base. And that will bring up number 14, Raya Wren. She had a walk in the first inning. That's a called strike one. And here's the pitch. That one swung on foul. Strike two. 0-2 the count. And here's the pitch. That one swung on to right field. And that one foul. So Wren will come back and try again. 2 outs. And here's Wren up to the plate. And here's the pitch. That one high, ball one. And here's the pitch. That one inside, ball two. Earl with the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that will be the third out of the inning. We'll be back with top of three.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
Castle Valley Orthodontics specializes in state-of-the-art digital radiographs and 3D dental models. It also offers interest-free payment plans starting as low as $99 a month. Castle Valley Orthodontics will be there with you from beginning to end.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Cowley with Castle Valley Orthodontics. Born and raised here in Carbon-Emery County, been able to move back home. Looking forward to meeting everybody of Carbon-Emery County coming in to see us.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. It is 7-0 favor the Grand County Red Devils. We are in the top of the third inning, and that will bring number 15, the designated player Addie Aland. And this is her first time facing Shumway. And here's the pitch from Shumway. Strike one. Great pitch by Shumway. Strike two. Swing and a miss. Here's a pitch from Shumway, and she chases. Strike three. First out of the inning. That will bring the top of the batting order up. Zoe Thompson struck out in the first.
Now batting, playing left field, number 2,
And
Zoe
Canyon View
Thompson.
has just defeated North San Pete, so they will continue to play tomorrow. Swing and a miss for Zoe Thompson. She's trying to get that slap hit down and get some speed on the bases. Foul ball off that slap. And Paige Shumway back in the circle, pitching an excellent game for the Red Devils. And woo, right between her legs. That was a funny play. Ball one. And here's the pitch to Shumway. And a swing, second strikeout of the inning for Paige Shumway. She gets Zoe Thompson swinging. And that will bring up Brooklyn Horick, who ground out to the second baseman in the first inning.
Now batting, playing center field, number 4, Brooklyn Horrocks.
2 outs. That one, she chased. Strike one. Here's the pitch from Shumway. That one, ball one, did not chase. So Hort trying to just get the ball in play and get on base. As it is 2 outs in the top of the third inning. And swing and a miss for Horick. 1-2 the count. That one outside. Ball 2. And here's the pitch. That one high. Ball 3. Full count. And here's the pitch from Shumway. The full count pitch. That one looks good, is good. And Horick goes down swinging for the third out of the inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the third.
Beaver Valley Hospital continues to offer high-quality health care at the state's lowest price. Beaver Valley Hospital has state-of-the-art laboratory and radiology services, including cutting-edge X-ray and 3D ultrasound. The hospital also provides expanded surgical procedures for orthopedics and laparoscopic hysterectomy. Remodeled patient rooms and long-term care facilities combine with compassionate staff to provide our patients a comfortable and healing environment. Beaver Valley Hospital is a proud community supporter and is pleased to sponsor Beaver High School.
At Auto Farm Price Ford, we make it happen for you.
Auto Farm Price Ford has your next truck at the guaranteed lowest price. Auto Farm will not be undersold. The time to buy is now. Auto Farm has a huge selection. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Ford F-Series, including the unbeatable F-150, no one has more than Auto Farm. Find more great offers and all their inventory online at PriceFordSales.com.
At Auto Farm Price Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, We make it happen for you.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. You are watching the Grand County Red Devils and the Union Cougars. Grand is ahead 7-0 in the bottom of the third inning. And that brings Hope Shumway to the plate. She had a double in the first inning. And Earl still in the circle and there's a quick swing by Shumway, fielded nicely, but unable to make the catch, and Shumway will reach on an error. So an error will go to the first baseman as Shumway makes it to first, and that will bring up Camry Wells, who ground out to the second baseman, her first at bat.
Now batting, designated player number 23.
Here's the pitch. She tries to bunt. And that will be a called strike one. Earl is on the mound. She swings and misses as well, so strike 2, 0-2 is the count. Wells in at the plate, facing Earl. That outside trying to get Shumway, but she reaches first safely. 1-2. In the 2A side of the bracket, Miller defeated South Sevier to keep playing another day. And there's ball 2, 2-2. And here comes the pitch as Wells does a good job fouling that one off and staying alive in the box. Here's the pitch from Earl. That one fouled off, other side, so great at bat by Wells. Earl wants to switch balls. And here's the delivery by Earl as she gets Wells with the strikeout for the first out of the inning. That will bring up Paige Shumway, who already has a single and a double at her at-bats today.
Number 11, Paige Shumway.
Shumway steps in on the left side. Here's the pitch. That one outside, ball 1. And that is her sister, Hope Shumway, on first base. And here's the pitch by Earl. That one in for strike 1. Here's Shumway with a hard rip down the first baseline. she will reach first, and her sister will head over to third as Paige picks up another base hit.
Now batting, playing right field, number 4.
That will bring number
Packard.
4, Hallie Packard, to the plate. Runners on first and third for the Red Devils. And there's the bunt, and she did not pull back, so strike one. Hallie steps into the plate. Here's the pitch. She shows the bunt again. That one's foul. So Hallie is down 0-2 in the count to Allie Earl. Packard's got to protect, and Earl's going to bring it. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Ball one. Trying to get Shumway at first, and she makes it safely back. Count is 1-2, 1 out. And here's the pitch. That one's hit to the second baseman. She fields it cleanly, and Hope Shumway makes it safely home. And she adds another run, and Paige Shumway over to first base. So Hallie Packard with the RBI. Grand takes an 8-0 lead.
Catching number 8, Lexi Carroll.
And here's Lexi Carroll, who has had 2 singles in the game. That is a ball one outside. And here's the pitch. That one goes off the pitcher's glove. Can she beat it out? She does. And so Paige Shumway will advance to third base. And Carroll will reach on an error.
Playing center field, number 24, Lainey Bohannon.
That brings up Lainey Bohannon, who hit a home run her last at bat. Here's the pitch. That one down in the dirt, ball one. And here's the pitch by Earl. That one inside, ball two. Earl steps in. Here's her pitch to Bohannon. And that is a called strike one. Catches that inside corner. 2-1 the count. That one hit back at the pitcher, fielded cleanly, and then first baseman drops it, so the run at home will score. And the runner at third will score as well. So 2 errors have cost 2 runs, and Bohannon will reach second as Grand continues to add to it. And that brings Portia Mitchell to the plate.
Left field, number 21, Portal Mitchell.
And that's a called strike one for Earl. Errors are just plaguing the Union Cougars right now. And that is a foul ball, so Portia will come back and try again. Down in the count, 0-2, 2 outs, runner on second. And here's the delivery from Earl. That one's fouled off. And we're going to wait for Bohannon to tie her shoe on second. And 0-2 is the count, 2 outs. As the Red Devils are trying to add to their lead. That one is fouled back out of play, and Mitchell doing a great job staying alive at the plate. And here's the pitch. This one a changeup, and she's going to hit it right over second base. And the run will score, and Mitchell will advance to second. And Grand County continues to add to their lead. It is now 11-0, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, playing second base, number 3, Trinity Bryant.
Trinity Bryant, the second baseman for the Red Devils. And Bryant swings and a foul ball. And we are the last game of the night. And hopefully this is over soon. Woo, that's a rip down third baseline. And Bryant goes down 0-2 in the count, so she will have to protect. (11-0) is our score in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, make that 3 as Bryant goes down swinging, and we will be back with top of 4.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. It is 11-0 favor the Grand County Red Devils, and we are in the top of the 4th inning. And that will bring up Jaden Yazzie, the shortstop for the Cougars.
Playing shortstop, number 23, Jaden Yazzie.
And here's Shumway in the circle. And here's the pitch, and that's swung on foul. Strike one to Yazzie. And here's Shumway with the delivery. And they're going to try to get these cars to turn off the lights. And while they're trying to get the car to turn the lights off, we'll just give a recap of what's going on tomorrow in 3A. At 10 o'clock, it will be Carbon and South Summit on Field 1, Manti and Grantsville on Field 2, and then on Field 3, it will be Duchesne and Parowan and Enterprise and Beaver. And then the loser of Carbon and South Summit will play Canyon View at 12:30. And then the loser of Manti and Grantsville will play the loser or the winner of this Grand and Union game. Yazzie squares up. She pulls back and unleashes one. Can the right fielder get it? And she cannot, so she will get another hit. And it is 0-2 in the count. And here's Yazzie back at the plate, facing Shumway, down 0-2 in the count. And we're going to have to wait for a car to turn their lights off again. There we go. I got the hint. So Shumway steps back on the mound. And here's Yazzie. Squares up. Credit Shumway. She's pitched. Oh, this is 18 innings she's pitched, so great job for Shumway. Pulling her team through this loser's bracket after a tough loss to Carbon. And a swing and a miss for strikeout number 1 of the inning. Jaden Yazzie goes down. And that is number 6 in the game for Shumway.
Right field, number 17.
I will bring number 17, Kylie Crapo, to the plate. She's the right fielder for the Cougars. And here's the pitch. Oh, what a snag by Shumway, and she's going to get the out. Paige Shumway laying it all on the line for her team, and that is the second out of the inning. What a great play by her. And that will bring up London Lamb, who had a single in the second.
London Lamb.
And here's Shumway's pitch. Her pitch is swung on, miss. Strike 1. And here's the pitch. High and inside, ball 1. swung on and foul. Strike two, DeLam. Here's the pitch. Swung on, strike three, but a miss. Can they get it to the first baseman? They can. And that is out number 3 of the inning. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. We'll see if Grand can pull out the 15-run rule. We'll be back.
Town & Country Home Mortgage has been simplifying the home buying process for 18 years. We offer VA, FHA, USDA, conventional, and construction loans. Come see us or apply online at NephiMortgage.com. That's NephiMortgage.com. We are committed to our community and enjoy serving our friends and family. Talk to one of our expert loan officers, Abby Ivory, Liz Brotherson, Chantel Bennett, or Joe Nielsen. Town & Country Home Mortgage, proud supporters of high school athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Play shortstop number 14, Ryrin.
Welcome back to 3A State Softball. It is 11-0 favor Grand County as we go into the bottom of the fourth. And I do believe we have a new picture. This is Chloe Aland. And this is the first time we are seeing her today. Here's the pitcher and hit by Wren, and the out made by the third baseman, Charlie Price.
And
that will bring up number 10, Hope Shumway, the third baseman for the Devils. And this is Shumway. Change up, little high, ball one. And ball two. Two the count for Shumway. That one swung on high, foul ball right at us. About got us. Foul ball. 2-1 the count. And there's another foul ball, strike two. That one, ball three, full count to Shumway. And here's the pitch from Chloe. That one is ball high, ball four. So Shumway earns her way to first base, and that will bring up Kemry Wells, the designated player.
Now batting designated player number 23, Kemry Wells.
Wills reached on an error, and she's going to take a shot. Oh, great play by the shortstop. And Shumway makes it back to first and then an error, so she will advance to second base. As a great play by the shortstop, Jaden Yazzie. That is the second out of the inning. That will bring up Paige Shumway. She has 2 singles and a double on the day. And it's pitched 18 innings today. That one's strike one, right down the middle. Page in the box. Change up, strike two. Little off speed. And now Shumway must protect. That one, ball one. Interesting enough, today Shumway has played 3 games, no strikeouts on the day. That ball finds a hole, and she will score her sister, Hope. And Paige will earn another base hit. And that will bring up Haley Packard, who is 0 for 3 today.
Haley Packard.
And there will be a speed-up runner for Shumway on first. Number 15, which we don't know her name. Maybe we know her name. Legacy Blake. And here's the pitch by Chloe. That ball pops out the catcher's mitt as Blake makes it safely to second. Land steps on the mound as Packer steps to the plate. Off-speed pitch again, got her swinging. As the count is 1-1. Here's the pitch, that one high and outside, ball 2. That one is fouled off by Hallie. Strike 2. On the 2A side, in the quarterfinals, we'll have Duchesne and Parowan at 10 a.m. and then Beaver and Enterprise also at 10. And the loser of Duchesne Parowan will play Millard, and the loser of Enterprise and Beaver will play Gunnison. 2-2 is the count. Or 3-2, I don't know. Full count. Oh, and they do get her, so that will end the inning. And we'll be back with top of 5.
JN Auto loves our customers and our community, so we have sanitized our entire inventory. Mold, germs, and yes, coronavirus are eradicated. Our all-natural treatment is safe for you, your pets, and anyone you take along in your new ride. After 6 months, stop by and we can get you rolling germ-free again. Treatments are offered in a single application or a 1, 3, or 5-year contract. Stop by your local Jane Auto location to learn more about our sanitizing options.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's two 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Centricom Channel 10. We are bringing you the top of the fifth inning in our final game of the day between Grand County Red Devils and the Union Cougars. And that will bring up number 5, Bailey Thompson, the second baseman. Shumway still on the mound for Grand. That one swung on high. Foul ball out of play. Strike one. If Grand can hold Union, this game will be over. And here's the pitch. That one, base hit by Thompson, and she gets herself on base, and that is the second base hit for Union tonight. That will bring up number 10, Parker Labron, the catcher. And this is her second time facing Shumway. She struck out in the second inning. Parker squares up. Here's the pitch. That one high inside, ball one. And Parker squares up. That one got her on the inside corner. Ooh. And the safe at first. Great throw down by the catcher. Quick throw. Nearly got her. 1-1 is the count. Labrum squares. Here's the pitch. Strike two. 1-2 the count to Labrum. Lone inside, ball two. Oh, that is strike three. Looking, Labrum goes down. That is the first out of the inning. And that brings up, I don't know if this is Earl or if it is, or if this is 11. Woo, that was a bullet. Foul ball. Thompson still on first with that base hit. There's a swing and a miss and quick throw down, but safe at first. 0-2 the count. And the batter calls time. She comes in to set, and here's Shumway with the pitch. And that is strike 3. And the batter's out first base is occupied. So 2 strikeouts for 2 outs for Shumway. And she is 1 strike away from giving her team the win and coming back and playing tomorrow.
Now batting the designated player, number 15, Addie Allen.
And this will be number 15, Addie Allen, the designated player. And she struck out in the 3rd inning, her 2nd time facing. Just confirming, that first base was occupied, so the runner cannot run, even though the strike was dropped. 2 down for Grand. Here's Shumway's pitch. Pretty pitch on that outside corner. Strike 1. And here's the pitch by Shumway. High fly ball out of play. Strike 2. And Shumway 1 pitch away from sending the Union Cougars home. And foul ball, and Alan doing a great job keeping herself alive at the plate, fouling that one off. That one in the dirt, and Thompson able to reach second base on a wild pitch. 1-2 the count. Oh, and that is a called strike 3, and Grand has done it. They have won 2 straight games to put themselves in in tomorrow's play. And if there was a player of the game, we would definitely be giving it to Paige Shumway, as she has pitched 19 innings today. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night.